For those of you who've been following me, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome to Mike on the Move. I have taken a new height in my adventures to check out one of the new wonders of the world. This is Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu has been on my to-do list for a very long time, and I'm happy to say that I did it. But the biggest question I had before I went was, do I do Machu Picchu via the Inca Trail or via the train? So I chose to do Machu Picchu via the Inca Trail. Now I want to first say that if you're going to do the Inca Trail, you must book it in advance. I booked my trip 3 months in advance. You might be able to book it in a shorter time frame, but I booked mine in advance and I highly recommend you do the same as well. 2, do your research. There's a lot of companies who offer the Inca Trail. Do your research. I actually booked mine with a company called Alpaca Expeditions. They are a local owned company in Cusco. I highly recommend them. Check them out. They actually offer 2 packages that I'm aware of for the Inca Trail, which includes a 4-day hike and a 2-day hike. I chose option 2, which is a 2-day hike. So option 2 with Alpaca Expedition includes 2 full days and 1 night camping, checking out Machu Picchu. A quick highlight is that you start your day at 4 a.m. from Cusco, making your way to Urubamba, taking a train to start your Inca Trail. You actually hike from 8 a.m. to about 7 p.m., camp overnight, all food provided, checking out all the ruins on day 1. And then on day 2, you wake up around 3 a.m., making your way out of your campsite around 4 a.m. to check out Machu Picchu all day long. So why do the Inca Trail and not just do the train? Well, let me quickly highlight the benefits and advantages of doing the Inca Trail. First, you're going to learn a lot of information about the Incas and the way they lived via your tour guide. Your tour guide will be extremely educated and knowledgeable to share with you the entire experience of how the Incas lived via the capital city, which is Machu Picchu, and the significance of the Inca Trail. The next advantage of doing the Inca Trail is the fact that you'll be seeing and checking out ruins that you won't be able to check out via the train. These ruins are significant and important to tell the story of Machu Picchu and the capital city. Another great benefit and advantage of taking the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu is the fact that you'll be arriving to the Sun Gate before sunset. Sun Gate is the official entrance into Machu Picchu. By the time you arrive, all the tourists will have been gone, giving you first-hand glimpse and opportunities for photos of Machu Picchu. So some other benefits and advantages doing the Inca Trail also includes the fact that you're going to be building this anticipation of hiking and wanting to get to Machu Picchu. Also, some other important ones to consider is the fact that you might lose some pounds because you're hiking all day. And then lastly, I want to share that you're going to meet some great people that you might call friends at the end of your trip. And with that, I'd like to give a special shout out to the group that I had the pleasure of joining to hike to Machu Picchu. A special hello and thank you for making my trip that much more amazing. You guys were awesome. I think we call ourselves the Alpaca Peru family. And before I get started, please share with me your questions, comments, or recommendations so I can help you and others maximize on your future adventures. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to Mike on the Move so I can keep you posted on my next adventures and videos. Let's get this video started. We're on our way to the SFO airport. So after dropping off Taylor, we made our way to the airport to quickly board our flight to Cusco. Goodbye to the Bay Area. She is beautiful. We arrived in Lima around 2 a.m. in time for our early flight to Cusco. So it's about 2 o'clock in the morning here in the Lima airport, and we're making our way to our terminal. We have a 4:35 flight from Lima to Cusco. That's correct. We have a 4:35 a.m. flight to Cusco. And there's Daniel patiently waiting for his luggage. After we got our luggage, we made our way out of the airport to find ourselves a taxi cab, which costs about 20 soles to get from the airport to the main part of town. You might be well aware that your body needs time to acclimate to the oxygen deprivation in Cusco. So I recommend that when you get to the hotel, take a good nap, 2 to 3 hours before you sightsee, and then spend the next 2 days checking out the awesome city of Cusco. It has a lot to offer, So enjoy the city before you're making way to the Inca Trail.
All right, so it's 5 o'clock and we are headed back to the main part of town. By the way, Daniel got a really good dessert. Check out the dessert. It's a Peruvian dessert. I'm not sure we need the sugar to keep us up and walking throughout the city. And now we're checking out La Plaza de Armas at night. Look at this view.
So it's required before you make your Inca Trail trip that you check in with Alpaca Expeditions for an orientation. And here we are. So after 2 days of checking out Cusco, I don't want to go to bed, but I must because I have to get up at 4 a.m. So here we are. It's a gruesome awakening at 4 a.m. to catch this shuttle. With all of our new partners to the Inca Trail, we're making our way to Ollantaytambo train station.
All right, so it's 5:30 and we are heading to the train station.
We are now taking the famous Inca train to the start of the Inca Trail.
We just got off the train. We're now making our way to the Inca Trail. Daddy, we're making our way up.
Before we officially start the trail hike, we are having breakfast with our trailblazing partners.
So we officially started our trail hike to Machu Picchu, and our first stop is Chalcabamba. Check this out.
Chalcabamba is our first ruin visit along the Inca Trail. It's not only believed to have been a religious site, but also served as a function as a gatehouse guarding Machu Picchu. Discovered it in 1940. And we'll be spending our next 3 hours hiking uphill into the mountains with the beautiful scenery, taking our first rest stop and our second rest stop within the 3 hour time frame. Our awesome tour guide, David, explaining the meaning of Machu Picchu, which means Old Mountain. And you can check out our next ruin, Huayna Huayna, from a distance.
So we've been hiking for about 3 hours uphill. It's not hot, but hiking makes you hot. So we're a little bit sweaty. Okay, so we're about to enter into this area where you can see a waterfall. Hopefully we can cool ourselves down. All right, so it starts to rain really heavily, so we have to put on our ponchos.
Huayna Huayna, an amazing ruin and a highlight during your Inca Trail tour. Means forever young, and has served many purposes, including spiritual, religious, a place for the royalty to stop before checking out Machu Picchu, and also served as an agricultural complex with many terraces to feed those who all lived in Machu Picchu.
All right, we are now on our second stop here, and from a distance you can see the trail that we took. Far from the distance, and you see the river, the train tracks, and now the ruins.
So after hiking several hours uphill, it is now lunchtime. And lunch is served family style. I was told this being the official last resting stop before reaching the Sun Gate into Machu Picchu. Wow, we've hiked so high up. Look at that view.
It is still raining out here. It's coming down.
This had to be the most hardest part of the entire Inca Trail. A tough flight of stairs up into the Sun Gate. I was told that these stones are part of the original Inca Trail. End of the circuit. We are now at the Sun Gate.
Okay. We made it to the Sun Gate after a long day of hiking and rain, but we're now at the Sun Gate and now check out Machu Picchu.
It was an amazing feeling to have accomplished the Inca Trail, to reach the Sun Gate, to finally see one of the most amazing world wonders, which is the Inca capital of Machu Picchu. It was raining, it was foggy, it was windy, but we are here. There is Machu Picchu. One of the great benefits of hiking the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu is having the opportunity to take awesome photos without all the tourists. However, given today's weather, we couldn't do that, so we made our way to the campsite. So the campsite offered more than what I expected. It had clean toilets, hot water for hot showers, so no need to wipe myself today, but also allowed for us to have a great time with new friends over great food. Just like day one, day two, we started at 3 a.m. to have breakfast at 4, then providing our thank yous to our chefs and porters before we make our way out to Machu Picchu.
Look at this puppy right here.
Well, hello, Karen.
Now in Aguascalientes, walking to our bus to check out Machu Picchu this morning. Hi everyone, we're now in Aguascalientes with my friend here, Mackenzie. We're on our way to check out Machu Picchu this morning. Follow us to the trip.
Because our campsite was near Aguascalientes, we took a 10-minute bus ride up the mountain to get to the entrance of Machu Picchu. Another benefit of having a tour guide, we skipped everybody in line to go to the front of the entrance. Our tour guide David called this the Inca elevator. Haha. So Machu Picchu is one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Amazingly, no wheels were used to transport heavy rocks for the construction of the city. Structures at Machu Picchu were built with a special technique where stones were cut to fit together without mortar. Not even a piece of paper can fit between any stones. This is the official entrance into Machu Picchu, and this entry, I was told, is 100% original.
All right, everyone, before we get into Machu Picchu, I want to show you real quickly the door that we came through. This door over here is the official door to get into Machu Picchu. We came down this flight of stairs, which actually is the old agricultural area of Machu Picchu, where they planted all the food needed to feed the people who lived here. Also above this is Machu Picchu Mountain, and on the opposite side is Huayna Picchu Mountain. And below Huayna Picchu, you'll check out Machu Picchu, which we're gonna go into right now.
An important site within Machu Picchu is the Temple of the Sun. It was a sacred temple built by the Incas for ceremonies to pay tribute and give offerings to the sun. Behind me here is a quarry of rocks as an example of how the Incas built the Empire City. And this stone could have been used as a sundial or a calendar. And as a last stop, while we check out Machu Picchu, is the Temple of the Condor. Here is where they conducted human sacrifice. In celebration of completing the Inca Trail and Machu Picchu, we are heading back to Aguascalientes for some well-deserved pisco sours. Cheers and salute to pisco sours and the internet. We are now making our way for a celebratory lunch with the entire group.
Jimmy! Alright, so we finished up a whole day in Machu Picchu, and as a last sort of farewell, we had lunch with all the folks that we hiked with yesterday at a restaurant, a pizzeria restaurant in Aguascalientes. Dude, how was lunch, guys?
Very good pizza. Bueno. Not
Perfect?
Bueno. More pizza too.
Alright, cool.
Sadly, we have to make our way back to the train station to Ollantaytambo, then back to Cusco to end our adventure in Machu Picchu.
It was nice and cool in here.
This concludes the Mike on the Move Inca Trail to Machu Picchu video. Please make sure to subscribe to Mike on the Move to stay up to date on my latest videos and adventures. I hope to see you all very soon.
Subscribe to Mike on the Move.